Motivation is a fleeting spark. It comes and goes like the wind, unpredictable and unreliable. One day you feel unstoppable, ready to conquer everything in your path, and the next day, even the simplest task feels impossible. Motivation cannot be counted on. It cannot carry you through the grind, the pain, or the days when the world seems to be against you. Discipline, on the other hand, is a muscle. It is forged in repetition, in sacrifice, in showing up even when you do not feel like it. Every champion knows this. Relying solely on motivation is a luxury reserved for the weak. The strong, the relentless, the ones who dominate their field, they survive on discipline. Discipline is about doing what must be done regardless of how you feel. It is waking up before the sun rises, even when your body screams for rest. It is putting the work hour after hour, rep after rep, grind after grind, knowing that every small step compounds into greatness. Motivation will whisper, rest today, it's okay, but discipline will push you to your limits and beyond. It is not glamorous. It does not offer temporary pleasure, but discipline builds consistency, and consistency is the foundation of success. Every goal achieved, every record broken, every barrier shattered in history has been a product of unwavering discipline, not momentary motivation. Discipline is the silent force that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. While motivation fades, discipline becomes habit. It turns hard work into routine, sacrifice into lifestyle. When the world is tired, discipline keeps moving. When everyone else stops, discipline keeps going. It is what allows you to train when others sleep, to study when others party, to push yourself when the pain becomes unbearable. Discipline does not ask for permission, does not negotiate. It forces you to rise above excuses, laziness, and doubt. It is the ultimate weapon against weakness. The truth is, motivation can inspire you to start, but it is discipline that ensures you finish. Every step toward mastery requires more than a fleeting feeling of inspiration. It requires a relentless commitment to showing up, no matter the circumstances. Champions are not built on days when they feel like it. They are built on days when they do not. When fatigue, distraction, and discomfort try to slow you down, discipline drives you forward. It is what turns ordinary individuals into legends, what turns dreams into records, what turns potential into undeniable reality. So if you want to conquer laziness, if you want to dominate your life, your career, your body, and your mind, you must understand one thing: motivation is a spark, but discipline is fire. Motivation may get you started, but discipline will carry you through every battle, every setback, every test. The moment you embrace discipline as your guiding force, laziness loses its grip, excuses lose their power, and the path to greatness becomes unstoppable. Discipline is not a choice, it is the standard of champions. Excuses are the quiet killers of dreams. They creep in when you least expect them, dressed as comfort, tiredness, or circumstances beyond your control. They sound harmless, even reasonable, but in reality, they are the chains that keep you trapped in mediocrity. Every time you tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, or I don't have time today, you're handing your power to laziness. Champions understand this truth deeply. Excuses do not solve problems, they create them. The moment you make an excuse, you stop progressing, you betray your own potential, you trade victory for comfort, and comfort is the enemy of greatness. Excuses thrive on fear, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of pain. They whisper, it's too hard, you're not ready, or someone else can do it better. And when you listen, they feel justified. But listen carefully. Every great achievement in history, every record, every milestone was achieved in spite of fear. Champions do not wait for fear to disappear. They act anyway. Excuses give you a reason to delay, to avoid, to settle. But true winners confront the fear, crush it with action, and push forward when everyone else is standing still. Excuses are distractions as reasons. They make your mind soft and your focus weak. The world does not pause for your comfort. Life does not wait for your perfect moment. Every day wasted in excuses is a day someone else used to get stronger, faster, smarter, better. You want to succeed, then you must treat excuses like the enemies they are. Acknowledge them, confront them, and destroy them. Replace I can't with I will. Replace maybe later with right now. Replace weakness with action, hesitation with persistence, and excuses with responsibility. The power of eliminating excuses is life-changing. It forces you to take ownership of every moment, every decision, every outcome. No longer can you blame circumstances, the weather, your energy, or the people around you. You become unstoppable because your energy is no longer wasted on justification. It is poured into execution. Your focus sharpens, your strength grows, and laziness has nowhere to hide. Champions know this. Excuses are not harmless, they are lethal. If you tolerate them, they will control your life. If you conquer them, nothing can stop you. So, if you truly want to kill your laziness and dominate your life, you must recognize one brutal truth: excuses are your enemy. They are the invisible chains holding you back from the greatness you were born to claim. Break them and you free yourself to move faster, push harder, and rise higher than you ever imagined. Stop rationalizing your inaction. Stop hiding behind reasons that only exist in your mind. Stand up, take responsibility, and strike at excuses with the force of relentless action. The moment you do, Laziness dies and champions are born. Greatness is never found in comfort zones. It is forged in the fire of struggle, in the relentless pursuit of more when everyone else is satisfied with less. Pushing beyond your limits is not a choice. It is a requirement for anyone who wants to dominate life. Every time you settle, every time you hold back, you allow mediocrity to grow. Champions understand this truth. Growth happens when you refuse to accept what is easy, when you force yourself to go further than your mind or body wants to go. Every day is an opportunity to exceed yesterday, to break your own records, to test the boundaries of what you thought was possible. Pushing past your limits requires a mindset built on courage, resilience, and relentless focus. Pain will scream at you. Fatigue will beg you to quit. Doubt will whisper that you are not enough. And yet you rise, you push harder, you refuse to accept the status quo. True excellence is not achieved on easy days. It is earned on the days when your body aches, your mind hesitates, and your soul demands surrender. It is in those moments when you feel like giving up that you make the choice to go further, push harder, and break through barriers that would crush anyone else. Limits are often illusions created by fear and comfort. You will never truly know your potential until you test it relentlessly. The human body, the human mind, the human spirit, they are capable of far more than you believe. But the magic only happens when you take yourself to the edge and then push past it. Every rep, every hour, every step beyond what seems possible is a declaration. I will not be stopped. I will not settle. I will become more than I ever thought I could. Champions do not ask permission from their limits. They challenge them, break them, and redefine them. Pushing beyond your limits is not a one-time act. It is a daily ritual. Consistency compounds. Every small effort, every extra step, every additional hour of focus adds up. You become stronger, faster, sharper, and more resilient with each day of relentless pursuit. Laziness cannot survive in the presence of this daily intensity. Every time you push past what seems impossible, you condition your mind and body to refuse weakness. You train yourself to thrive in discomfort, to dominate challenges, and to rise higher than anyone else around you. So make the choice to push beyond your limits every single day. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for the perfect circumstances. Do not wait for someone to push you. Your limits are not fixed. They are waiting to be shattered. Every day you push harder, go further, and refuse to stop, you become a force unstoppable by laziness, fear, or doubt. Champions are not born. They are created in the relentless pursuit of more. Push beyond your limits daily, and greatness becomes inevitable. The mind is your most powerful weapon, and what you focus on shapes your reality. Too many people allow themselves to dwell on the struggle, on the obstacles, on the pain that comes with pursuing greatness. They see the uphill climb and immediately feel defeated before they even take the first step. Champions, however, train their minds differently. They fix their gaze not on the hardship, but on the prize, the victory, the glory, the respect that comes from pushing through the storm. When your focus is on the reward, struggle becomes a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Visualizing success creates energy, direction, and unstoppable momentum. Imagine the moment when your hard work pays off, the roar of achievement, the pride in knowing you refuse to quit, the satisfaction of proving to yourself that you are capable of more than anyone. Imagine that vision becomes your anchor, your driving force when the world tries to pull you down. Struggle is temporary, but the reward, the respect, the accomplishment, the sense of mastery lasts forever. Champions use their imagination as a map, seeing the finish line clearly before they even start the race. Focusing on the reward changes how you approach every challenge. When you visualize the result, discomfort no longer feels unbearable. Fatigue becomes fuel, obstacles become opportunities, and every setback becomes a lesson guiding you closer to your goal. The mind cannot distinguish between vividly imagined success and reality. It begins to act in ways that align with that vision. This is why champions see themselves victorious long before anyone else does. They know that if they can see it, they can achieve it, but only if they refuse to fixate on the struggle that stands in their way. Struggle is inevitable, but suffering is optional. You can allow obstacles to demoralize you, or you can use them to sharpen your focus and strengthen your resolve. By keeping your eyes on the reward, every step of the journey becomes meaningful. Every challenge, every long hour, every moment of doubt transforms into a test of your willpower and dedication. You begin to embrace the pain, knowing it is temporary, knowing it is part of the process, knowing it is the price you willingly pay for greatness. Champions do not fight the struggle, they rise above it, fueled by the reward waiting at the finish line. To kill laziness and dominate life, make the reward your obsession. See it, feel it, live it in your mind before you ever reach it in reality. Let the vision of victory drown out the voice of doubt. Let the taste of achievement overpower the fatigue of effort. Struggle will always exist, but when you focus on the reward, laziness has no chance, excuses have no power, and the path to greatness becomes unavoidable. The mind that visualizes the prize will always find a way to win. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in life, and yet so few understand how to harness it. Action breeds action. Once you start moving, once you take that first step, the energy begins to build. Every small win, every extra effort, every moment you refuse to give in to laziness compounds into unstoppable force. Champions know that momentum is not just movement, it is a weapon. It can carry you through fatigue, doubt, and every obstacle that tries to stand in your way. The secret is simple: start and never stop. Momentum turns small actions into massive results. One decision to push harder today creates a ripple effect tomorrow. One extra rep, one more hour of work, one additional moment of focus begins to multiply, accelerating your progress at a speed that laziness cannot match. It is relentless, it is unstoppable. While others hesitate, delay, or procrastinate, momentum feeds your drive, amplifies your performance, and puts you leagues ahead of everyone else. Champions do not wait for perfect timing. They create movement and let momentum carry them past what once seemed impossible. The key to momentum is consistency. It is not about sporadic bursts of effort or occasional motivation. It is about showing up every day, doing what must be done, and refusing to break the chain. Every day you act, you strengthen the habit, you reinforce the mindset, and you push yourself closer to dominance. Laziness cannot survive in the presence of constant movement. Excuses are drowned out by relentless action. Weakness is crushed beneath the unstoppable force of repeated effort. Momentum is not given, it is earned by those who refuse to stop. Momentum is also psychological. Once you are moving, you feel unstoppable. Doubt diminishes, fear fades, and confidence surges. Every small success fuels the next. Every challenge met builds belief. Champions exploit this force to dominate their field. They know that once momentum is gained, it is almost impossible for anything to stop them. The world will try to slow you down, but the chain reaction of consistent, relentless action has already set you in motion toward greatness. Laziness, hesitation, and fear cannot compete with a mind and body in motion. If you want to kill laziness and dominate life, understand this: momentum is not just movement, it is your weapon, your ally, and your secret advantage. Start now. Take action. Push forward. Build streaks of effort that cannot be broken. Every day you harness momentum, you increase your power, your focus, and your speed toward victory. The moment you let wield it, laziness loses its grip, excuses lose their voice, and greatness becomes inevitable. Momentum is the unstoppable force that turns effort into domination and action into legacy.